This is Coaching Questions by Tony Stoltzfus, one of my favorite authors. and I wrote this book because I was running a coach training school at the time, and people were always asking me for lists of questions. Can you give me your questions? Can you? And at first I was like, I don't want to give you a list of questions because I don't want you to just sit there and ask by rote. But I began to realize that as an experienced coach, I had sort of accumulated this wealth of questions that were in the back of my mind that I could pull out whenever I wanted. And the newer coaches were struggling because they didn't have that. So I wrote a book that has lots of question examples. And what you do with it is when you're going to coach a certain situation, like if you want to coach somebody through the GROW model, or you'd like to coach somebody on a decision or a certain destiny thing, you go to the book before the appointment and you read the pertinent page or two and sort of upload some questions into your short-term memory. And then you close the book and you start coaching. And those things pop out of your short-term memory when you need them. If you're a really experienced coach, you have a big deposit of that in your long-term memory. But I can help people who are new to coaching or people who are growing in it. Providing examples can help them coach better and learn faster because they have those things in their mind. So this book, which by the way is one of the best-selling, if not the best-selling coaching books on Amazon, so it's been very popular. It's divided into sections, and each section covers a different part of the coaching process. So there's a section on getting started, doing a comp session, setting up the coaching agreement, that kind of thing. There's a section on the basics, which covers several different conversational models and goals, options, actions, that kind of thing. There's a whole section on life purpose and destiny discovery, and then there's some advanced coaching tools, a section on that, which covers things like motivation, habit change, decision making, reframing, those kinds of things. And the way the book is written, for instance, let's find a representative page here. Here's one on SMART goals. And by the way, if you buy from Coach 22, our copies are spiral bound. Ones you can get elsewhere or not, but this allows you to lay it flat, which is really useful. But this is the SMART goal page, and it has each step of the process: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time specific, and then there's questions for each step. And up at the top is some description of the model and how you use it. And so basically each page of the book, it's a 100-page book, takes a certain technique, explains it, and then gives you examples of the questions you ask. So it's not just a big, huge list of questions. It's arranged by technique, and it gives you the guts of how the technique works and then the sample questions. So the book as a whole has about 1,500 question examples in it. At the back, there's also a section on coaching niches, which has about 10 different relationship coaching, marriage coaching, coaching ministry leaders, coaching writers. So there's specific questions, and those sections are written by coaches who focus on that particular area. So, Coaching Questions, this is a great book and highly recommended if you're starting out or growing as a coach. It will just help you develop faster, and this is a book that you'll reference many times. Coaching Questions by Tony Stoltzfus.